Hello, and today I'll be talking about fraction bowling to practice fractions, of course, in the classroom. You can do this with your first grade unit on fractions, and you can either, as you can see by here, a bowling set, or you can make your own. I know this teacher found hers pretty cheap from Target. I'm sure you can also find it at the Dollar Tree. And if not, what I like to do is I like to create a bowling set made out of toilet paper rolls. So you take a whole toilet paper roll, stack them up, and then students can hit it as well, or even stack them this way and students roll a ball and hit it. Same concept, same principle. Fun thing too is you can also decorate them with fun construction paper taped on there as well, or any other numbers you'd like. And this one, again, since it's for first graders, you're just going to have them play bowling, and that's about as far as the setup goes. They're just going to play bowling. They're going to bowl. And each game they play, students are going to make fractions out of 10 because there are 10 bowling pins. That's going to be in our denominator. When they roll the ball and then pins fall down, there's going to be some remaining standing up. That is what the students are going to color in on their lovely graphic organizer and then add that number to their numerator to create their fraction. Again, all these fractions are going to be out of 10 because there are 10 bowling pins. If you want to take it a step further, you can remove some of the bowling pins and show students how to create fractions outside. No, without the bottom 10. You can do like 2/5 if it comes to be, or 1/3, or things like that. Finally, you can see if you scroll down here, you have the graphic organizer. You are welcome to use this. Only shows the bowling pins and fractions out of 10, not necessarily out of any other number that you may choose to have your students do. Another way you could also adapt this, and maybe this would be more towards second graders or third graders, is write fractions on each bowling pin, and then whatever ones are remaining, they might have to add together, subtract, multiply, etc. And to find the total fraction for that game or for that round. That's it. I hope you enjoyed.